Good day everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. Thanks for always being there. And if this is your first time you watch my tutorial, I welcome you to this great channel, Tosban Fashion channel. Always feel free to drop your comment and your question regarding cutting and sewing in the comment section, and it will be attended to. All you need to do is just to subscribe to my channel. You click on the subscribe button and you put on your notification bell so that each time I release a new video you can have access to it. Do like my videos and share my videos as well. Thank you very much. Now what I have today is how to make a Dolman umbrella sleeves gown. It's a very simple one and it's a unique one. So in this tutorial you are going to learn it. All you need to do is to watch my tutorial to the end so that you can benefit. Thank you very much. Now, since it's going to be a Dolman and umbrella sleeve gown, I will be cutting both the sleeve and the top together, so it won't have a joining. So that is what we mean by Dolman umbrella and sleeves gown. So now to measure it, you are going to look for the spinal cord at your back. So the spinal cord at the back, that center point, from there you are going to place your tape rule, and from there you measure to wherever you want the sleeve to reach. So from the spinal cord at your back, then you measure. But for this particular one, the sleeve is 22 inches. So right now, and the top one, that is the top of this gown, is 15 inches, and 15 inches plus 1 inch, making it 16 inches. So I will be cutting the length to be 16 inches. Now for the sleeve, you can see I have about 23 inches because I've added a seam allowance, folding. So that is why I have the total of almost 23 inches here. So right now I will be cutting this right now. I'm going to work on the top part of the gown. So I mark. I have my 16 inches here. I will also go to the edge there and mark 16 inches, after which I'm going to connect the lines together and I cut it out. So I will connect the lines together right now. So I'm going to cut this off and we start fully. So having cut it off, I'm going to open this like so, and I cut this into 2 equal parts. So right now I'm going to fold it into 2 equal parts. So I'll be working on the wrong side of this fabric. This is the wrong side, while this is the right side. So right now I will slit this. I will slit it. I will also slit this. I'm going to place it like so. This particular one is going to have a zip at the back, so that is why you can see this space here is the back panel or back pieces with a zipper allowance of less than 1 inch or 1 inch. So let me make it 1 inch. So I have my 1 inch here. Can you see this is 1 inch for the zipper allowance? So from this upper part, I'm going to measure 10 inches. I have my 10 inches here, and these 10 inches serve as my breast point line. So I mark 10 inches also here at this edge. So I'm going to connect this line first. Now I will also mark the under bust line, which is 13 inches. I have it here. So I also mark to give me a straight line, 13 inches here. So I'm going to connect this line as well. So I make a straight line here. Now here I'm going to turn this and I will cut this space off, this excess off. I'll turn it again. So the next thing is to come to the neckline. Now I'm going to measure less than 3.5 inches. I have it here. It's less than 3.5 inches. So it's 3.2 inches. So coming to the depth, I mark 1.1 inches. This one serves as the back neckline. I connect to this place. Then I make a curve. And you see up to this place. Now I will come to this place. I'm going to measure the circumference. That is, the bust circumference for this is 38 inches. And 38 inches divided by 4, I have 9.5 inches. So I'm going to bring it to the midpoint in between this and this. So I'm going to mark my 9.5 inches. I have it here. Now, coming to the waist, I have the waist to be 33 inches, and 33 inches divided by 4, whatever it gives, is going to serve as what I'm going to mark on the base, on the waist. So I have it here. So I'm going to connect this. So I will come to the neckline. I'm going to make a slope here of 1.7 inches. From here I mark my 1.7 inches here. So I'm going to connect this to the neckline here. So depending on how you want the round sleeve to be, so that is going to be based on your desire. But for this particular one is 28 inches, the round sleeve. So 28 inches divided by 2, I have like 14 inches. 14 inches. I have it here. So that 28 inches, I've also added the allowance, the seam allowance. So that is why I'm having 14 inches, that is 28. So what I need to do right now is to connect this place to here. That's the first thing I will have to do here. I will connect this line to this place. Now, having connected it, then I come to this point area. I'm going to mark 1 inch here. Then I make a curve like so. Can you see? So if you remember, I've not added if you remember what I've done here, I didn't add any seam allowance. So right now I'm going to add a seam allowance of 1 inch. Then I make it, give it a curve here. Can you see? So right now I'm going to cut, but we are still, you see, as you can see, we have not dealt with the front neckline. We are only done with the back neckline, but we are still coming to that. So the next thing is for me to cut it out right now. Can you see? So I'm going to remove this. Then I come back to the front panel. Right now, as you can see, we have here less than 3.5 inches. Coming to this place, I'm going to reduce it to less than 3 inches. I have it here. Or if you cannot make all these rigorous calculations, all you need to do is just to place your ruler like so, making sure that you leave, here is the target, you leave 1 inch at the waist side here, 1 inch here. So this is our target. So all I need to do is just to place my rule and make a slant line. Can you see? From the neckline up to this place. So right now I'm going to cut this off. So the next thing is to cut what I'm going to use to bias the neck. So before I cut what I will use to tape the neck, so what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to open up this like so, right. So, and I take the back pieces on this. Can you see? I'm going to stitch this place, this edge down to this place, down to the sleeve, from this edge like that. Also this. I'm going to place it like this, and I will stitch the shoulder line to the sleeve. I close it up. Before, I will now measure the front neckline from the neck down to the waist of the front panel. As you can see, I've stitched the shoulder line of both the front and the back pieces. Can you see? So the next thing now is to measure. I'm going to measure what I shall be cutting as the length of the bias or the tape. So remember, this is the back piece. I'm going to leave that 1 inch. I won't add that 1 inch, which is for the zipper allowance. So I'm going to subtract 1 inch from whatever I have here. So I'm going to measure right now. So from the tip, I'll place it on the tip. By the time I'm through, I deduct that 1 inch from it. So I have, what I have here is 21, almost 21.5 inches. So I'm going to subtract that 1 inch from it. So I have almost 20.5 inches. So, but it's 2. You can remember it's 2. So it's going to be 20.5 inches times 2. So I'll be having the total of 41. So the length of what I'm going to cut to tape it is 41 inches. While the wideness, I'm going to cut 3.5 inches for the wideness. As you can see, I've cut it out. The width is 3.5 inches for the width. Then the length is 41 inches for the length. That is what I'm going to use to tape it. So I'm going to fold it into 2 like this. Can you see? This is the right side. Okay. This is the right side. I'll fold it equally like this. And after joining this, I'm going to join this. Then I use it to tape it. So I'm going to show you. Now in cutting the down part of this umbrella dolman sleeve gown, now I'm going to fold this the fabric in an triangular shape. Now this is the right part and this is the wrong side. Now we fold it like so, this way. Can you see? So making sure that the tip here is sharp. Can you see the tip? So we are going to start immediately. Right now, the length of this down part of this gown is 31 inches. Now I'm going to add extra 1 inch for the folding, which gives me 32 inches. So that is the down part. But working on the waist circumference, here I'm going to measure 12 inches. Where there is opening here, I'm going to measure 12 inches. So coming to this side, I'm going to measure 11.5 inches. I have it here. So I'm going to connect these lines together. So the center point here is almost 12 inches. So I have it here. So I'm going to connect these lines using my free hand. And if you have a French curve, you can use it. Can you see? So right now, we'll work on the length. Like I said, the total length is 32 inches because this particular gown is going to be a bit longer. So I'm going to measure my 32 inches now. Can you see? I have my 32 inches right here. 32 inches. So this 32 inches, I shall be measuring it round because it's an umbrella one. So I come here, I measure 32 inches. So I come here, I measure 32 inches. Okay. So 32 inches all round. So if you notice, you discover that there's going to be a joining here because there is no extra fabric here. So I'm going to use, after cutting it out, I use extra one to join this one here. So the next thing is for me to connect these lines together, still using my free hand. So having connected the lines, I'm going to cut. Remember, this one is one piece. This is the center, the front part, the front panel of the down part. And when I cut off this, I'm going to use this to cut out the back panel because the back panel is going to have a zipper allowance. So if you notice, you discover that what I have here, you remember the waist is 33 inches. What I have here is enough to remove the zipper allowance. So by the time I'm through with using this to cut out the back panel, I will now trim extra off, like less than 1.5 inch, less than 1 inch. I will trim it off so that I won't have excess on the front panel. So right now I'm going to cut this out. And I come down here to cut this out also. So I'm going to take this piece. So I'm going to use it to, I will now seal this place. I will stitch this place, after which I reshape it again. So to give me the length I want, because this fabric is short. So that is that. And it's because this one is Ankara type, that is why it's like that, because the length is not up to our normal 60 yards fabric. Now as you can see, I've blended the down part by stitching the extra one to this part to give me what I want. Can you see? All I need to do is to fold it in to make it neater and stitch. So the next thing right now is to use this front panel to cut the back panel. All I need to do is to place this on the fabric and use it to cut it out. As you can see, I've placed the front panel on the back, on the fabric, to use it to cut it out. So simple. So what I did on the front panel, you know, the base, I have the shortage on the base. So the same thing is what I shall be doing on the back panel too. What I did here is what I shall be doing right here. As you can see, this is both the front and the back panel placed on each other. Now, going to the base, I'm going to measure 7 inches at this base here. I will measure 7 inches. Now I'm going to place my tape rule right on that point line. Then to the tip here, can you see? To the tip here. Can you see? So I'm going to make a slant line there. So this, I'm going to cut it off. So right now, all I need to do is to pick one of these and slit it into two. So this is where my zipper is going to sit. So we are through with the down part of the gown. So this is the back piece or pieces, while this is the front piece. So for the front panel, I'm going to reduce little of the waist circumference. And that is what I'm doing right now. As you can see, we have completed the project for this particular Umbrella Dolman Sleeve Gown. This is the sleeve. This is the neck. Can you see? I stitch up to this place. This is 6.5 inches. Now this is the sleeve. Okay, so, and this is the back. And the back here, I fix my zipper. Can you see? So neat and beautiful. It's something you can make yourself. All you need to do is just to watch this tutorial to the end, and you will discover at the end of everything you will benefit if you give it a try. Thank you very much. We have concluded this tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.